Hey guys, it's Mark here from Orlando Planning, and today we've got a countdown of my opinion, just my opinion, for the top 10 best attractions, best rides at Disney World. So this isn't including any sit-down shows or things like or water slides, as they are a list for another day. So let's go. Splash Mountain. Okay, this is a log flume ride where you go through pretty much the story of Songs of the South. One of those films that Disney tries to say, oh no, we didn't make that because it's about like black people on cotton farms, but no, we didn't do that. It's about rabbits and zippity doodah, and there's a log flume in it. So that's pretty much what it's about. You go down two not so big drops, and then it finishes off with one really big drop right at the end, where I'm not going to give away the ending, but it's kind of like it's telling the story of the Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear. But I think it was pretty much the original log flume ride was all back in the day, and it's certainly one of the most inventive. So that's why that's on our list. Mission Space. Okay, this one is at Epcot. It's a space simulator, so I think pretty much the story is each one of you, and there's 4 or 5 people in your party which go, each one of you has a different role to play. One's the navigator, one's the captain, one's, I don't know, like cleaner or something like that. I don't know if it is the cleaner, but it's something like that. So you're going on the first mission to Mars, and you each have when the shields have to be deployed, like one of you presses your buttons to launch, somebody else has to press their button on their control panel, and it actually feels like it's probably the closest that you'll ever get to, unless you're an astronaut, but I don't think there are any astronauts watching this. Hey, if you're an astronaut, that's pretty cool. Thanks for watching my video. But yeah, so it's just Disney's storytelling, like going to the first mission to Mars, and it's definitely worth one checking out. The Haunted Mansion. Okay, this one is a Disney classic. Basically, you get narrated by the ghost host, who takes you through the Haunted Mansion on the Doom buggy. See, so many puns that they have. It's pretty much like pun central here at the Haunted Mansion, going through pretty much the scary haunted house. So if you're a bit scared, take a spare pair of pants because you might wet yourself. That wasn't me, but maybe it was. So it's definitely something you should watch, that you should go and ride on. But it's really, really fun. I think at every single Disney World, every single Disney park, there's a haunted mansion ride, with some variation. So it's definitely a classic, definitely one you have to check out. The 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. Okay, this is still a relatively new one for New Fantasyland, and you're going through the 7 Dwarfs mine, the hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, that bit, but obviously it's better saying than me just then. So you're in one of the mine carts, and what's really cool about it is that it swings whilst you're going around the track, and so that's pretty new. I think they're trying to make this a modern roller coaster. And remember, as this is still really new, to definitely get that Fast Pass Plus before you go, because when we went, the line was about 2.5 hours, and that was near enough every single time that we had a look at the regular line. So get your Fast Pass Plus, because this you will definitely need it for. Test Track at Epcot. So okay, this one again it's been done out. So now you get to design your own car. You can, there's just so many designs, you get monster trucks, stretch monster trucks, and because you're not paying for the insurance, you can make it as crazy and as revved up as possible. And then after that, you get to test it out in the simulator ride thing, and then right at the end, you get to see how your car, matches up with everybody else's, and if you get ranked on it. I can't remember where we were. I know Zaz wasn't terribly good. It's number 200 of the day, but still it's a really awesome. It's really creative, so definitely check that one out. Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster. Okay, so you're backstage at a concert, I think. Well, I'm not really sure. Maybe at the studio. But Aerosmith, Aerosmith tell you that you're going to be taken in a very fast, super stretched limo to the other side of town, and it's obviously going through all the red lights, just speeding really quick, and all of this roller coasters in the dark and going like having some Aerosmith music like blasting out. I don't know. Right this way. That so all of that playing whilst you're like riding this roller coaster going up and down, and it's just so cool. It's definitely one of my favourites. Always have to go on it when we go to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and it's just really rocking. Toy Story Mania. Okay, the story goes that for Christmas, Andy has a new Midway Mania playset, and when he goes out, the toys get it all out and start playing with it. I think the idea is that you're supposed to be shrunken to the size of a toy, and you go around all these different screens, and with like some gun turret thingy in front of you, go around like blasting like for like milk bottles. Then you move for a bit and you go to a different screen where it kind of changes, so you're throwing hoops and loads of like different kind of things. I think you go to like 5 or 6 different screens. Each one of them is like a completely different theme, and it's so cool. It's really different from any other like blaster kind of ride that you'll go in like Orlando or probably have done ever. So it's definitely really creative. It's really fun, and it's a pretty modern coaster. So go for that one. Space Mountain. How can you have any kind of Disney like best rides list without putting Space Mountain in there? It's a classic. So there's not much of a storyline as far as I can tell, but you're just going in an adventure throughout space. However, it's really interesting because I found this out the other day. Like, it feels like you're going really fast, but you're only going about 30-40 miles an hour at the most. How they do it is, because it's in the dark, you don't have any like real perspective on how fast you're going, and they have fans blowing in your face that makes you feel like you're going a lot faster than you are. So it's just really clever, like how they've done that. So definitely check that one out. It's have like a really cool soundtrack. And right at the end, there when you get off the ride, I'm not really normally impressed by like the exits to rides, but you go up an elevator where you can see all kinds of like spacey, astronaut-y stuff. It's got a killer gift shop afterwards, so definitely check that one out. And I think they sell like interesting magic bands there as well. So if you haven't, by this point, if you haven't got your magic band, have a look in there. Expedition Everest. Okay, if you go to Animal Kingdom and if there's only one ride you could go on, make it this one. This one is basically you go on a train up the Himalayan mountains, and firstly it seems pretty tame, like you're just going through the mountains, and then you realise that there's something that's destroyed the track, and then once you get there you think, oh no, what are we going to do now? You go backwards through a different part of the mountains and then forwards again. It's just so cool, like really fast, and there's a hidden little surprise. I'm not going to give it away, you're going to have to find it out for yourself when you go. So you have to go on this one to find out. But yeah, it's just so cool. It's brilliant, and can I say that I've actually been up the Nepalese Himalayan mountains, and there was no train. So it's it's a bit of Disney. Take it with a pinch of salt. That's my drum roll. Number 1, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Okay, this one is utter brilliant. When we went last time, well, pretty much every time I've been, it's always been one of those rides we've been on, I think 3 or 4 times, like in one day even. It's just brilliant. It's kind of like a drop tower. I'm not going to give away too much about it, but abandoned side of Hollywood is the theming, hit by a lightning bolt or something like that, everybody disappears into the Twilight Zone, and then so you're in this old school like 60s elevator, but it's a 1920 service elevator, and sometimes like it's a different ride every time. It's the only way that I can really explain it. Like you go down, up, down, but like it's completely random. Sometimes instead of going straight down, you'll go up, which is probably more scary. I'm not really sure why, but it's just so cool. It's a different ride every single time, so that's probably why you can ride it like 3 or 4 different times and not get bored of it in one day. So that's definitely, and just they really went all out for the theming on this one. Like it's really scary. It's just so cool. So definitely check this one out. And that's one that's at #1 pick for a best ride at Disney. So hope you enjoyed that. That was our top 10 picks for the best, must-do rides, like roller coaster rides at Disney World. So definitely, it's just our opinion. Write down in the comments below what's your favourite ride, or what ride are you looking forward to the most. Remember to like, share this video. Twitter's up and running, so that's @PlanningOrlando. Remember, tweet, like us, I'm not really sure what it's called. Follow us even on Twitter to make sure that you catch up with all of our news and tweets and things. And click that subscribe button so that you don't miss a single one of our videos, or I will send you to the Twilight Zone. Dun dun dun! Bye!